In this video today, I want to compare your estrangement journey, this journey with your adult child that you're on, versus the 2024 Paris Olympics. And do you know why? Because you are both, whether you're a mom or you're an Olympian, you are both overcoming emotional hurdles and also finding resilience in the process. And I saw such an amazing comparison between the two that I wanted to share this with you. Just as Olympic athletes, they're preparing for their ultimate test, right? Probably have trained their whole lives for this. And with the endurance and all of that, like you as a mom though, dealing with estrangement, you're facing your own emotional marathon. And I don't know about you, but can you imagine the pressure of competing on the world's biggest stage in Paris when every move that you make is being watched and judged? And think about the intense feelings of guilt and self-doubt that you as a mom may be having or experiencing as you strive for reconnection with your child. So we're going to dive into that. But what I want to share today is I want to explore the parallels between that and also share with you the 5 rings on the Olympic logo and how that has parallels as well to your journey, which is really cool. You likely know that there are 5 rings and that they each have symbolism, right? And today I'm just going to share briefly each of them and how it compares to what you're going through and the stage that you are currently in. Let me know in the comments how it represents what stage you're in. I want to share how the rings represent the interconnection of the continents in our world. Think of this journey through estrangement and reconciliation. There's 5 interconnected phases. And each phase represents another step towards healing and rebuilding. So let's dive in. Firstly, we have the conflict phase, which represents the blue ring in this case. Because to me, the blue ring reminds me of navigating the initial turbulence, right? Trying to find calm amidst the storm. And to me, the focus here is understanding in this phase is understanding the root causes of conflict and addressing underlying issues. That's really what you're trying to do in this phase, right? A lot of you are in that phase right now, and this is where we have to reflect on our personal actions, staying responsible for our part, understanding what triggers us, as well as probably learning even more about what triggers your child. So creating these healthy boundaries and all of these things are going to long-term enrich your relationship with your son or daughter. So that is the ultimate goal. Secondly, the estrangement phase. Okay, this is the second one, which to me is similar to the yellow ring because the yellow represents caution. And in this phase in the journey, you're dealing with the separation, right? The separation and the caution that comes with that. Your focus is coping with emotional pain, which I know many of you are. The pain of separation, you're doing that all the while of maintaining self-care, trying to at least stay afloat. And my goal is to help you strive to have more than that. But at this right here in this one, you are trying to literally stay afloat. So you don't want to let yourself fall too far behind in your self-care because it's very hard to play catch up. I know I had to do it. So your job here in this phase is finding your support, doing the self-care, respecting boundaries if imposed upon you by your child, as well as creating some of your own in your own world, right? Even outside of your family. And that's a whole nother topic for another day, but it's really important. And so before I dive into the last 3 rings, I just want to quickly mention that if you're a mom that I haven't talked to before and you're looking for coaching, you're looking for someone to guide you on this path, regardless of which phase you find yourself in, I encourage you to sign up for a discovery call. And that is, it's not a coaching call, but it is a consultation. So I look forward to hearing from you. The link is in the pinned comment as well as in the description below for you as well. So I look forward to talking to you there. For those of you that I have not talked to before, not everyone is ready for coaching and but when you are ready, that's when you can click the link and schedule the call. Because I want to know how this is affecting you in your world and I want to be able to make the best recommendation for you. All right, let's dive into these last 3 rings. And I also would love to hear how many of you are watching the Olympics. Have any of you watched it yet? Just curious. I love gymnastics. I love watching gymnastics, so I'll be watching that. Number 3 is the black ring. To me, black represents the unknown. And so the reconciliation phase, to me, involves stepping into that uncertainty, trying to rebuild the relationships with your child. A lot of you will tell me that they feel like they're walking on eggshells, especially through this time. But we're trying to open communication. We're trying to rebuild. And here is where we want to hopefully have some good conversations that are going to be practicing your forgiveness and practicing all of those goal settings that you've done and the communication techniques you've learned, and having those realistic expectations that I know I discuss often with my moms, because they're just so important. It's really important to have that realistic expectation. The 4th one is the green ring. And that, for you all, reminded me of the reconnection phase, where to me, green represents growth and renewal. And this phase focuses on rebuilding and nurturing the relationship with your child. So once you are in the point of rebuilding your relationship, this reconnection phase, this can take some time, sometimes a long time, but reestablishing some trust and hopefully developing a deeper connection than you even had before. And I know some of you can't imagine, some of you can, but some of you can't imagine, like, I was really close. We were really super close. And I can promise you that it's very likely when you get this phase, the 4th phase where you're reconnecting, you're going to have a stronger relationship because you're going to be 2 different people in a good way. So lastly, the 5th ring, that symbolizes renewal, the renewal phase, which is the red ring. And that to me represents strength, because this final phase is about the renewed relationship where you feel solid, you feel whole, you're able to celebrate the progress and also sustain the relationship. This phase is long-term, forever and ever, and amen. I hope you can see the parallels related to the 2024 Paris Olympics. Let me know if you're watching the Olympics. What is your favorite sport? They're very talented individuals, and so it's pretty cool to be able to watch that. So I wish you well, God bless, and I will see you in the next video shortly. Take care.